Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. Thank you again for our time together. This is all in weekend, which basically means I'm going to act like COP is a big crusade. We're going to preach salvation. We're going to pray for the sick. We're going to have a wonderful time. So please, we want you to round up all the people that you've gotten saved over this last year. All of your Connect Group salvations, all of your office salvations. We want you to make sure you bring them into the barn anakazo. Compel them to come in this weekend in one of the services. Right now, I want you to come with me back to Exodus chapter 14. Sometimes God tells us to do things, and they look really illogical to us, but they're not illogical to God. Exodus 14, beginning with verse 1. Then the Lord gave these instructions to Moses. Order the Israelites to turn back and camp by Pi Hilaroth, between Midgol and the sea. Camp there along the shore, across from Baal Zephon. Then Pharaoh will think the Israelites are confused and they are trapped in the wilderness. Now, God had a plan to deliver the people of Israel from Pharaoh's armies. Pharaoh was coming to attack the people of Israel. He was coming to destroy the people of Israel, and God had a plan to rescue them. But God's plan, in order to be achieved, required obedience. He wanted them to turn back and camp right there along the shore because he was going to open the waters for them. Now, he didn't tell the people he's going to open the waters for them. He just said, this is what I want you to do. Sometimes God asks us to do things, and because we don't understand, we think we have the right to disobey. Let me say that one more time. Because what God says is not logical and we don't understand, we think that we have the right to disobey. But God was using strategy. I've often heard people say that strategy is the greatest weapon of war, and it really is. He made Pharaoh think that the Israelites are confused and they're trapped in the wilderness. There are times that God will ask us to do something that will cause people who want to destroy us to think something that is not true, and that will cause them to act in a way that sees God's plan unfold for our deliverance. So I want to challenge you today. Learn to simply obey God. When I was young, sometimes I debated with God and I argued with God, and I'm not proud of it. I said, God, that won't work, that won't work. That I always wanted everything to be logical. But what I've learned is that faith is not always logical, but faith is always obedience. Learn to trust that God knows what he's talking about, because he does.